Have you ever started a new habit just full of ambition, only to watch it completely fizzle out in like a week? Yeah, you are not alone. But what if consistency wasn't some magical treat you're either born with or you're not? What if it was a skill you could actually build? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down the exact system to do just that. So let's just start with a really direct question. As I describe these next two people, I want you to think honestly. Which one sounds a little more like you? Okay, so on one side, you've got Charlie. Charlie is super ambitious, gets all fired up about a new goal, and stays consistent for maybe a week, and then poof, gone. The second she misses one day, it's over. She just tells herself, I'm not a consistent person. Then you have Alex. Alex makes this steady, quiet, reliable progress. He doesn't see a missed day as a catastrophe, but just a normal part of being human. This whole explainer right here is your roadmap to go from being a Charlie to becoming an Alex. So what is the fundamental gap between them? I mean, it's not willpower, and it's not some secret motivation hack you can find online. The real difference, the one thing that changes the entire game, is their core identity. This is literally what's happening inside their heads after one tiny slip-up. Charlie's inner voice just confirms her worst fear. It says, see, I knew it, I'm just not cut out for this. Her identity is that of an inconsistent person, so every failure just proves her right. But Alex's mind, it works totally differently. He thinks, okay, I missed a day, I'm human, this doesn't derail the whole process. You see, his identity is that of a consistent person who just had an off day. He gets that consistency isn't about being perfect, it's about getting back on track. And this, right here, this gets to the heart of the whole problem. See, Charlie waits. She waits to feel ready or motivated or confident before she starts. But that feeling, it rarely just shows up on command, does it? Alex operates on the complete opposite principle. He acts first. By getting those small, early wins, his confidence grows, and that confidence then fuels even more action. Action is the cause of confidence, not the result of it. And here is the most crucial part. You are not defined by your history of falling off. Your identity isn't set in stone. It's a choice you get to make in this very moment. You can literally decide right now to adopt the identity of someone who follows through. Okay, so choosing that new identity is step one, and it's the most powerful step. But step two is all about making it incredibly easy to actually live out that identity. And we do that by designing our environment. Here's the secret weapon of all consistent people. It looks effortless because they don't rely on raw discipline. They are not fighting a battle of willpower every single day. Instead, they engineer their surroundings to make the right choice the easiest choice. They remove all the little bits of friction that stop Charlie dead in her tracks, and you can do this with a super simple 3-step process. First, just pick the habit. Second, get a piece of paper and list every single tiny obstacle that makes doing it even a little bit harder. We'll call these your friction points. And third, you go down that list like a detective and you systematically get rid of each one. Let's make this really concrete. Let's say you want to journal for your mental health, but you find your handwriting is slow and it feels like a chore. Boom, that's a friction point. The solution? Don't force it. Use a journaling app where you can type fast or even just record a voice memo. Friction? Gone. Okay, here's another classic. You want to hit the gym, but just the effort of picking out shorts and a shirt and socks, it feels like way too much on a busy morning. Friction point identified. The solution is just brilliantly simple. Take 10 minutes on Sunday to pre-stack 5 complete gym outfits. When it's time to go, you just grab a stack. No decisions, no friction. So you've shifted your identity and you've engineered your environment. Now you need a mechanical method to take action, one that totally removes emotion from the equation. Let's talk about the CEO Action Framework. This framework is built on 3 pillars: cut, execute, and optimize. Think of it as your repeatable system for getting things done, no matter how you're feeling on any given day. The first step, C, is for cut. This is all about creating space. I mean, your goals need room to breathe, right? But your mind and your calendar are probably already overflowing. So the new mantra is simple. If it's not a heck yes, it's a heck no. You have to be ruthless and cut out those low-priority commitments, the distractions, the things you only do out of obligation. Saying no is what gives your yes the time and energy it really deserves. Next up, E is for execute. And the core principle here is just so important. Momentum beats intensity every single time. We think we need these big, heroic efforts to make progress. But honestly, that's just what leads to burnout. Real success comes from small, simple actions compounded day after day after day. So the key to execution is what we call the minimum viable action. You want to go to the gym? Don't commit to a whole hour. Just tell yourself you'll go for 10 minutes, because chances are, once you're there, you'll probably stay longer. Want to study? Just commit to solving one single problem. You lower the barrier to starting so low that you can't possibly say no. And finally, O is for optimize. This is where you become your own coach. See, consistency isn't some static plan you just set and forget. It's a living system. You need to regularly reflect on what's working and what's not. You evaluate your process and you adjust it along the way. This is how you build a personalized system that is perfect for you, not some one-size-fits-all plan that was probably doomed from the start. When you combine these three things, a new identity, a frictionless environment, and a mechanical method, you're not just building a habit. You are fundamentally changing your entire life's trajectory. So here it is, the final cheat sheet, just the core differences in a nutshell. Charlie believes consistency is something you're born with. She's fighting friction every day and just hoping for a wave of motivation. Alex, on the other hand, builds an identity of follow-through, designs an environment for ease, and uses a mechanical framework to act. It's a system, not a struggle. And this is maybe the most important takeaway of all. Don't look for some overnight transformation. The real power of this system is that small, consistent actions, repeated over time, will completely alter the direction you're headed. It's not about where you are today, it's about the trajectory you are creating for your tomorrow. Which leaves us with just one last question. Forget about tomorrow or next week. Based on everything we just covered, what is the one, tiny, minimum viable action you can execute today to start building your momentum?